Good morning, everybody. Today is day 240. It is October 2nd, 2023, and it is 10:25 a.m. in the morning. You guys, I went ahead and made an appointment for today. So today is going to be my first pedicure. It's been, I think, at least a good 2 months since I've had one, maybe even three and a half months. But I think it's actually been 2. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the shop that I was originally going to. I wanted to go to the shop that I like to go to, but they're not open today. And so sometimes they answer the phone to make appointments for Tuesday, and sometimes they don't. And so I decided I'm too pressed for time to wait to try to get myself in tomorrow. I don't want to call and then they're booked. Okay, so I'm gonna try this other shop that I used to go to and see how I like their pedicures. So I really had to go ahead and just get out here. Okay, so also what I think I figured out for my sign that I ordered, the LED plus UV printed sign for my recording, is that even though the tracking keeps showing that it's getting further and further with the green, or I should say closer to tomorrow, I actually don't think that they sent it, okay? Because I know one of my videos in the past 3 or 4 days, I said that they sent it earlier than what we agreed on. I told you guys about the arrangement that we made. But seeing as how there's still no tracking information when I go to FedEx or when I go to Global for tracking, I think that what they did was they made the sign, they got the label ready, and they didn't send it. Okay, so that's a good thing and a bad thing in a sense. Like I said, it would have worked out perfectly if they could have sent it when I wanted them to, which was I didn't want them to mail it until tomorrow if it couldn't be here by tomorrow, and or mail it today if it couldn't be here by tomorrow, and or I think I don't know, Wednesday. It was one of these days, whatever day. Oh, that's right. Today is the 2nd. Okay, yes. So they couldn't have it here by tomorrow that I wanted them to mail it today. That's how it went. So yeah, there could just be, for some reason, no tracking information, or it might be going with a different carrier, and FedEx may not even have it yet. But Global tracks a lot of different carriers. So we're gonna see. Is it gonna come tomorrow, or is it not going to come tomorrow? Because if it doesn't come tomorrow, I'm assuming that they're going to mail it the day we agreed, which was later in the week. Okay, so I'm not sure. I really don't have a topic for today. I probably should have made that appointment for like 1 o'clock, but I didn't. Oops. But I did give myself enough time to at least do this walk. And then tomorrow, I was looking at it. I counted all my double days that I have open. I have a total of 11. And for November, I need no less than 7. And then plus, I usually count for 3 more days, where I told you guys it's either 7 days or 10 days. Or if it's 14 days, then usually I do 17 days, right? Okay, so I figured that I don't have enough extra days for me to not walk for tomorrow. And then with me going to get my pedicure today instead of tomorrow, then I can just kind of not have to worry about that. And this fly is in here, and I was really trying to avoid starting my video, but oh, I think I missed. I did. Yeah, I was trying to avoid starting my video until I got the fly, and then I started the video and forgot about the fly. Okay, so you're gonna see me swatting around and stuff like that. I barely had time to brush up my hair. My speed is only at like 1.2. I think I'm only gonna go up to, let's see. Let's get it up to, okay, I'm gonna get it up to 1.5. I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to get it up to 1.7 or 1.8 and have it stop. So yes. So tomorrow I have to walk. Topic, oh my gosh, I don't even know. So those are just some quick updates. for everything that I was going to update you guys on for later this week or within this month. But yeah, I was really, really hoping that I had enough days, and I simply don't. I mean, I have enough time if I wanted to maybe come up with a topic that will take 2 videos and then do it that way to go ahead and add for the days for November. But I already need at least, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 or 5 days for February. And I know February is far off, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to come up quick. And then also, I believe I need days for the beginning of November. So yeah, I might need 3 to 4 days for that as well. Ooh, I have an appointment. That's right, I do. I have a dentist appointment at the beginning of November. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let my husband know because he didn't give me a specific day, but I think he did say the beginning of November. He had to have, because this is October already, right? We're already the 2nd day in. Okay, so I might have to reschedule that appointment. Okay, so I'm thinking, my mind is like, it's categorized, but it's set on those. So my focus is just a little off for today, but I'll figure it out. At least I have the time. Honestly, I do have the time within the next 2 weeks to go ahead and do some more days. If I wait till the beginning of November, I probably only have until like the 3rd or the 4th, I think, to go ahead and cover the beginning of November. I might have to backtrack, use some of my extra days, and then add to the extra days I already have. That way, it won't look all weird, you know? Some of my stuff kind of hopped around anyway. Like I said, a couple of days last month and the month before it came up unexpectedly. And so those days would have been free for me to mark them for something else, and then I had to use them. So yeah, I actually would have had enough days to be able to cover for tomorrow. I would have had maybe a couple days for the beginning of November, and I wouldn't have had to worry. And then I am really kind of hoping I don't need another week for November. And if I do, that it's back to back with the week I already walked for. I still have to do those days. It's just gonna be easier because every 7 days that are separate, I need at least 3 more days. No less than 2. So yeah, that's the way it kind of works. So I can make sure that I have the same amount of days by the time I start walking again. And currently, yes, I am ahead, but I didn't want to fall behind. I can honestly say by Thanksgiving week, no matter what happens, I'm caught up for that. And since I don't have concrete days, I'm not necessarily behind. You see what I'm saying? So it'll work out, but that's what's going on with that. Was to let you guys know I do have extra days I have to start making up for already. November, I don't, like I said, have a choice. I don't want to wait till last minute. So we shall see. It's either that or, I was going to say the beginning of December, but I don't think so. I don't think I need days for those. And yeah, I don't think so. So that's what's going on. And I have a feeling over half the time I'll be swatting away at this fly. I was hoping my fan would help, and it's not. And like I said, my mind is just not really here to have to deal with that as well. I'm not sure. I'm like, my hair is up, so what's tickling me in the back? Maybe some loose hair. Luckily, to cover up the fact that this is not cut yet, I washed out a headband. So I have all these headbands and stuff like that in my drawer. And I think for my headgear, I need to take a day, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, and go ahead and hand wash all of those, toss them in the dryer, and have them ready. It will work out pretty well in the long run for the in-between times. Because I have the dye times, I have the grow back time, right? It's not gonna be as fast because I'm not taking prenatal vitamins anymore. I would have to say that my vitamin C was probably helping with my hair some, and I don't think the vitamin E would have really done anything I don't know, like I said, it was kind of an overload of vitamins, so I had to stop. But because I'm not taking those prenatals anymore, and most likely the vitamin C's, my nail and hair is not growing as fast. So I'm having to accommodate for that. Like this month, you guys know, I already have another haircut scheduled, and I haven't even had my haircut for tomorrow. I am really hoping some of my hair or enough of my hair goes back, because literally in like 2.5 weeks it has to get cut again and dyed again. So yeah, always something. And then my fingers, so they're growing out. Middle fingers are still annoying me. I guess I should say it's better than what it was. But even like when I go to the nail shop, I was trying to avoid going even for a pedicure until this was taken care of. But I don't have the paraffin stuff here. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to burn myself. I could accidentally heat up the paraffin wax too much, right? But I would have to have the warmer and everything. And I didn't want to spend any more money until I'm able to do my fingernails. The last thing that I got was little practice nails. I told you about those. I did pick some. They did come. They came with the finger, but I won't need the finger. I just needed the nails for my mannequin hand. I did tell myself that with a count of 5 and 100, I have 20 times I can do the nails before I even needed another little set. For the mannequins, I always do the natural in quotation nails because it's not natural, right? The whole thing is fake. But I thought that will set me up for a while. And then I'm going to completely just take the pressure off myself of practicing. It's not that I'm not going to practice, but I find the more I say that I'm going to, the less I do it. Like I haven't practiced, and if I were to say a week, it's probably been a good week. And then I was looking at the dates. And so early on, before I found out I was going to have to stop doing my nails for 6 months, my plan was, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was a fill or a full set this week. So I probably would have walked for today. I would have walked earlier for today. And then I would have went ahead and did my full set. And then for tomorrow, I probably would have had the haircut and the pedicure. And so honestly, I would have just used one of my extra days. I would have had to. So yeah, it kind of helps that I can't do them. But on the other hand, you guys know I don't want to walk around looking like this. So the trade-off is at least they'll be healthy by the time I start back. And hopefully I'll want to start back, because what am I going to do with all my stuff? So that's the update on my nails. If I were to say a time frame, you guys, I don't know. I honestly don't. I knew they wouldn't be grown out by this week. I was sure of that, and I was like, that's not good. Because we have that event in a couple of days. And so I am just hoping that all of this is grown out before the 21st of October. Especially seeing as how we have now crossed into October. So that's all I'm hoping for now. It's just clear nails that are not infected by them. I've started cleaning up more, and I've started doing, oh my gosh, my laundry. I always talk about my laundry, right? The way I have it timed is what's in the washer is going to go in the dryer before I leave the house. So we have that stuff going on with our Chihuahua. Oh my gosh, annoying. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of, because I have no clue of what's going on with that. We're at 14 minutes. So yeah, I think, now that I think about it, that's all the updates. The main thing I kept forgetting was I thought the sign was coming. When I realized there was no tracking information, I realized they could have created a label and it never got sent, which is, like I said, it's not a bad thing. So I don't know. And I got to thinking, so if it wasn't traveling on the Amazon website, right, in my account, why would the little green line keep moving closer and closer to tomorrow for the delivery day? if it wasn't traveling. So that made me wonder, does it really track what it says it does? But I think it does, because no matter if it's UPS, no matter if it's a post office, if there's updates, usually you can click on updates for Amazon, or I should say in your Amazon account, right? And then it'll show. So I really don't know what to think. It's 50-50. Either it's traveling with no tracking information, and the reason why FedEx doesn't have tracking information is because a different carrier has it, or it hasn't been shipped. But I'll find out, because like I said, either way, I am really excited. Like I said, I'm hoping for it to not be broken and for it to light up, and then for it to be a really good quality, especially the chains. I'm gonna have to kill this fly, you guys. Let me see. If I missed them that time, then I need to hang up my towel. I'm like, I can't do it. Because you know what they do? They land around you, and then when you're not thinking about it anymore, right? Here they come, and they're landing on you, buzzing in your ear. I just couldn't do it. So just know, and I think I missed. Now it wants to attack me, right? You miss it, and then you try to hit it, and then it wants to fight. So I'm like, I don't feel like fighting this thing right now. So yeah, I was excited about us at some point putting this treadmill in there, and then hopefully my husband said he's gonna try and get it to stop squeaking, but we have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait until after next year, the beginning of next year. So I will still be out here. There is another one, and this one's not playing, you guys. I still missed. I'm looking around for it. That is really annoying. And then I don't know. Okay, it is my hair. My hair's, yeah. Like I said, I'm telling you guys, my hair's been like this since yesterday. I thought I don't have time to worry about it. And then I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the 1.5, because my ear's burning. I don't want my hair to get all sweaty. Yeah. And then I think October, I don't know, you guys. It's so crazy, because I'm thinking, if 3 days is okay, I said 11, right? I'm calculating now. I just thought about that. So let's discuss this so I can get this figured out. Okay, so 11 days total. The week for the end of October is already walked for. Okay, so 11 open days. I need at least 7 for November. Like I said, leaves me with 4. I think my math went wrong somewhere. I stopped. I got tired of walking twice a day, every day. I was trying to go ahead and just do it for a month because I knew it was needed anyway, and I stopped. I stopped halfway through. So, that's right. So for November, I barely covered the 7 days. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I thought I finished. I'm going to have to go back and look at my notebook. I thought I walked for 3 and 10 extra days. I should have 13 days. I wonder what happened. That's a good question. That really is. Maybe I got to the 10th day and then I just stopped. But I thought I already had 3 aside from the 10. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back in there and look at my notebook. I don't have time this morning, but when I get back home, I'm going to have to, because that's not good. That's not good, because that means I didn't cover my hair appointment days for November. So, I have a lot to do. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I get to 150, maybe 145 to play it safe, that might be the end of the recording part. And maybe I'll do like I said, 1 video a week. I am thinking about doing that. walking every day and then not recording. And then that way I can stretch out the time. It'll be the same amount of walks. And then my topics, because when I do double days, that takes up the fact that I would have had something to talk about for a couple of days. So I'm going to have to rethink my strategy. I've talked about it before. I've said that before. But I'm coming to the realization that I didn't account or take into consideration for the fact that it may not take me 2 years to get to my goal. I didn't see myself being within, this thing is landing on me, it's irritating me, but I didn't see me reaching my goal within 6 months, so, or close to it. I gotta wait till it lands. I'm just gonna hold on to this, but yeah, never thought about that. So if I keep going the way I'm going, I'm gonna say what I wanted to do it by November or by the end of October. I think by November, I waited too late to even swing. But yes, I think that by the end of November, I might be at 150. For a minute there, I was starting to think that that wouldn't happen because remember the weight was fluctuating within the past 2 weeks. But now that I'm kind of more back on track, then yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was bloated. I don't know if I just needed to digest some food. I don't know why my weight stopped fluctuating. We have the muscle weighs more than fat part, but with this cardio, am I really building any muscle? And probably yes, to a certain degree, right? So, not that I didn't want to keep going down, but at the same time, I mean, I got us back to like what, 159 within the past 7 days. No more than 8, and now I'm going back down again. So I've been trying to figure that out. I've been kind of going with the flow, but I've been kind of somewhat monitoring it as well. So yeah, and I figured at some point I would go down and continue to drop in weight. So I knew that would happen, but maybe I was just like, it'll happen when it will. And then when it did, I was like, okay, now let's see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see. Do I reach it by the end of October and then rethink my whole strategy for recording and continuing to walk every day? And then still, no matter what, whether I record or not, I still have to make up for the other days. If I don't, my end date actually for the challenge, I can tell you guys, if I calculated this right, or if it works out right, then I could be wrong, but my end date I would think would be February 2nd, 2025. So I don't think, if I did it in the beginning, that I've looked at the calendar to give you guys an actual end date, so we would know what's the last day of my challenge, whether I'm still recording every day or not. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe tomorrow, after I walk, or later today, when I get home, in the midst of laundry, because I have no choice, I have to do laundry. I need the clothes that are in this basket. So I will count. That'd be interesting to see. I didn't think to take the 730 days and to actually go by month and count. Yeah, something new to do. Okay, so I will do that. And then if it just so happens that I don't tell you guys tomorrow because I didn't calculate it yet, then what day would that be? October 7th. 7th or 8th. Then I should have that information. And we'll see, do I make it? Yeah. I mean, even with 2024 coming up, I still have a good, year and 2 months or something like that. Probably longer than that. I probably didn't even calculate that right. But I'm thinking, well, no, because we're a couple months away from the end of this year. So, roughly speaking, So we're 24 minutes 36 seconds, 0.57 for distance, and 61.9 for calories. And you guys, I feel like this time is moving as slow as I'm walking. Like seriously, I'm like, I need it to speed up. I am now regretting I did not make that appointment for one. I mean, what was the extra 30 minutes? But I thought, go in here, get cleaned up, do my hair. I mean, if I have to put it back up in a bun, throw that headband on and just go. And then I'm debating Band-Aids or gloves. Or I don't want to go with nothing on them. That is so crazy. I really wish they were grown out by now. Because I had already planned on that pedicure for this week anyway. I actually had planned for it for the 3rd, which is tomorrow. I just hadn't made the appointment yet. So this is what I didn't plan on. So yeah. But I'll figure it out. I have some of those Band-Aids that are like, they're supposed to be skin tone. And I haven't used any in the box, so maybe I'll do that. It can just stay on the floor, seriously. Go ahead and land. I think I missed. Yeah, it was, oh, there is 2. The other one's crawling on the floor, and I did miss it. The other one's flying around. The word pest is a very good name for those things, right? Bugs in general, they're super annoying. Oh my gosh. But I think whoever came up with that word, especially pest control, they hit it right on the head. They're, yeah. Me and a fly swatter though, I would have got both of them already. But yes, I'm just trying to really kind of take it day by day. I know, so yesterday at the end, I did like a motivational message, and it was kind of a long message. I was kind of talking to you guys, chit-chatting at the end of the video after I finished walking. And I think it went well, I would have to say. My husband always asks me what I talk about for my walk, and sometimes I kind of gauge whether or not I think the video went okay overall based off of his reaction. And if you can get him to like think about what you're saying, and what I mean is some stuff is kind of automatic, right? It's an automatic thought or response, kind of. So if I were to give an example, I'm going to see if I can explain this. If someone were to tell you that they stopped and got gas, they stopped at the store, and still twice I missed, and then they got milk, cookies, eggs, and then they came home. Your response will probably be, oh, okay. And if you ask them to get something, then if they said they got it, that's it, right? It's not one of those things that kind of make you wonder like, I never thought about that, or that's a good point, or that was really insightful, you know, like that. So I watched his facial expressions. So his facial expressions cracked me up. So I watched his facial expressions, and I got a really good overall response from him. And he gave some input too as well. But it was kind of like, I don't know how to say it. It was like the same as what I said. So some of it was a little different, but it was to add on to in addition. And I think some of it I just said it differently. So yeah, I liked this response I got from him yesterday. I tell you guys, I am honest with you guys. Some days I'm like, I don't know, either not feeling the day, I'm not feeling the topic. It's easier sometimes to have a notebook, sometimes it's not. So things are kind of going as expected, and in a way they're not. But, well, I don't know. I was going to say, I know the 7th or the 8th is going to be pretty, now it's on the wall, will be pretty interesting of a topic. I'm not even sure if I can talk about it. The event itself. I do know, at least I'm certain almost, that we cannot record it. So if we can't record it, I don't know if I can actually talk about it. I was going to share with you guys what the event was and if we liked it, you know. But now that I think about it, I might not be able to do that. So I have to find out. I will find out, because the last event that was similar to this, we weren't allowed to, no one was allowed to record. Okay, they set phones off, right? And it was kind of cool because I didn't really feel like taking pictures and videos. I just kind of wanted to just enjoy the time of the event and be able to focus more on that and the food, because I don't know if I mentioned what it was, but I think I did mention those nachos, and they brought a huge plate of nachos. And I'm not sure, I don't think that this event is at the same place as the last one. Okay, so we'll see. So yeah. And then I will have maybe a new short, I'm thinking, by the time the event's over. So yeah. Because once we leave the event, I'll be able to record. So I got to figure out if I want to do it. If I remember to record, then I think it'll just be a short. I don't think it'll be longer than a minute. And I'm interested to see. I got to see some stuff last time, but I didn't get to see like everything. So I will figure that out. And then I had a visor I got from there, and I actually wore it on one of the videos. Okay, so I did talk about the resort, and I washed the visor. Yeah, I probably should have waited until my husband ordered those. It's like a bar, I don't know what you want to call that, container, kind of, and it's for your baseball caps. I don't know if it's to help him keep the shape, or I'm assuming if he didn't have those, then the same thing would happen to his baseball caps that happened to mine. But actually some of his Sports Flex caps, I think we are just able to just toss those in the washer. So those are fine. But I believe the hats that are like mine, I don't know if that's cardboard, I don't know what that is inside of the bill. Those needed something, I think, to protect them. Certain ones, depending on what they're made out of. And so he's been trying them, and he's been liking them. But yeah, the washing machine, and it wasn't even the big one. It was a small one, and the hat, the sun visor was all messed up. But honestly, I think it was overpriced, and I don't really think it was that cute anyway. So I don't think I'm going to replace it. I might step in there and see if they have something else I like. Something that's not as stiff. But I don't really wear visors anymore. And I only was wearing them to walk. So I wasn't covering the top of my head with a baseball cap to be outside, or like to have shade when we were bike riding. And since we haven't done that this summer, now we're into fall, I really don't have a need for it anyway. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to replace it. But I'll see what else they have in there. And then now, well, that's kind of cool. The difference between being at that store now versus last time, I don't think I was able to fit any of the shirts. Now that I think about it. The way they were cut, I think, even for, if I went for the guy shirts, then maybe there might have been a size. But I might be able to get a shirt this time. I don't think a large, for the women's sizes, I'm thinking an extra large, but I based it off of length as well. Okay, so I really don't like waist length shirts, so we'll see. But if I want another souvenir from that store, then I can cross it over to clothing. They have some cute shoes, but I think it's kind of more so for golfing. So I don't think I'll even waste money on that because they were kind of pricey. But we'll see. We'll see if I come back with anything, and then I'll share it. Either I'll make a separate short, or I'll show it before the beginning of the walk, like I do sometimes. And then I tell you guys about where I got it from. So I'll probably still be repeating that part by the time that happens. But this week, busy. And as always, I am always excited when I've already made it for certain days and I don't have to walk. So for those 3 days for this week, I am really happy. I always get concerned the longer it is that I'm not walking for those days that, like, okay, Thanksgiving week. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to Garfield my food, right? Remember the cat. But there is that time of the year when if you're going to end up gaining weight, that would be the time, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. So I'm slightly concerned for Thanksgiving week. However, I will be interested to see what weight am I at. So if I am below 150, and let's say I'm like at 145, 143, I have a little bit of a window. I won't be purposely trying to gain that weight back, but you never know. I can honestly say if I still live in California, I know holidays we would go to different family members' house. You know, sometimes you kind of house hop. I would be really concerned because when I say they cook, okay, and they encourage seconds, take some home with you, right? So I would be very concerned if we were going back to my hometown for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would, because it would almost be like being at a buffet. Don't get me wrong, I miss my family, but I know I would put on a couple of pounds, maybe more than that, and I definitely don't want to do that. So yeah, and this flies right there. I can't hit it because it's right there by the speed down. That would be kind of stupid, so I'm not going to. That's too close. I'm glad I thought about that because I was tempted. But as long as it's landing over there and on some other stuff and leaving me alone for these last couple of minutes, and of course, as soon as I say that, here it comes. We have 2 more minutes, and then we are done. Yes, done. Moving at everything here. We still, like I said, that's weekend. I was thinking, just for a quick second, that kind of, I zoned out, I know right now. I'm thinking, where is this weekend coming from? So I'm kind of more in tune with it than what I was, because now we're trying to figure out where we think it's coming from to go ahead and try and get it to stop, right? And this fly really is, now it's like, oh, see, both of them are here. I might have to get them today and worry about if there's more out here tomorrow, because they're both, it's like they're teaming up on me now. I don't know if you guys can see them in the reporting. But yes, both of them, there might even be 3, are zooming around. I'm looking at the time like, come on, 50 seconds. I'm so annoyed right now. Oh my gosh. I don't feel it just yet. I just know I am. I don't know if that makes any sense. But the longer I'm up here and the longer they're flying around, the more irritated I'm getting. So I don't know. I think it's because I kind of didn't have time to come up here today and walk anyway. And I'm trying to figure out where they came in from. Because everything is sealed. And these windows never get open. Plus, I think they both have screens. So, I mean, they have to be coming in from the garage doors. But you guys, oh, thank goodness. We're at 40 minutes, 0.96 seconds, 103 calories. And we are done, okay? Yeah, we're done. And hopefully I won't have this problem tomorrow. And I will try to think of a topic. I'm not sure. There was something I thought of and then I forgot. I'm gonna look in my notebook, look around my desk as I was cleaning around it today. Or actually I was cleaning it today. And so my keyboard, all that stuff. And I have a feeling I made some notes and put them somewhere. I know it wasn't a Post-it note, but I think it was something. And so usually you would think, well, you have a whole book for it. Like, why don't you write it there? But sometimes you like leave it something and you just jot it down on a piece of paper and you're like, I'll just transfer it to something else later. And I think that's what I did, and I don't remember where I wrote it. So I got to figure it out because there was something. But I'm going to get out of here because I really got to run. You guys have a great day. And like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow. And I'm thinking, if I don't, then I'll just see you guys later in the week. Okay, you guys. Bye.